Hello and welcome to Prime at 9. I'm Esther. These are the headlines. Andhra Pradesh Legislative Assembly passed a bill to repeal the controversial AP Decentralisation and Inclusive Development of All Regions Act 2020. Union Minister of Home Affairs Amit Shah virtually laid the foundation stone of the Rani Gaidinlu Tribal Freedom Fighters Museum at Luang Khao Village, Tamenglong District. National People's Party Supremo and Meghalaya Chief Minister Conrad Sangma, who is in Manipur, said he is confident of the people's support of the NPP. TMC MPs met with Home Minister Amit Shah in Delhi over alleged police brutality. In Tripura, Trinamool Youth Congress President Sayoni Ghosh was arrested by Tripura police for allegedly causing a ruckus at a public meeting. Now for the news in details. Several TMC MPs met Home Minister Amit Shah in Delhi over alleged police brutality in Tripura. We told Amit Shah in detail how leaders were arrested and MPs were beaten up. He said he spoke to Tripura Chief Minister over the phone yesterday and will seek a report from the state, said TMC MP Kalyan Banerjee. Earlier today, a total of 16 TMC MPs including Derek O'Brien, Sukhendu Sekhar Roy, Santanu Sen and Mala Roy arrived at the party office in Delhi and held a protest outside the Ministry of Home Affairs over the Tripura police incident. Security has also been increased outside MHA in view of the protest by TMC MPs. Central Industrial Security Force and Delhi police personnel are also present at the spot. The TMC had sought an appointment with Amit Shah over the alleged police brutality with its leaders in Tripura. On Sunday, Trinamool Youth Congress President Sayoni Ghosh was arrested by Tripura police for allegedly causing a ruckus at a public meeting where Tripura Chief Minister Biplab Kumar Deb was present.
हिंसा नहीं हो, सायनी घोष में वो जांच पड़ताल करेंगे। आगे देखा हमारा मुख्य मांग था कि अब हिंसा नहीं होना चाहिए। हमारे लोकपाल फॉल्स केस रजिस्टर नहीं हो, त्रिपुरा में शांति हो।
Manipur Chief Minister N. Biren Singh has said that the economic blockade called by the ATSUM, ANSAM and KSO is in place only on one national highway and it is not appropriate to stay in the entire hill districts of Manipur. He said that the process of negotiation has started and a settlement will soon be reached. A statement released by the ATSUM stated that the official discourse between the state government and the ATSUM, ANSAM, KSO, GHQ and ATSUM federating units could not find any agreeable solution so far. The three organizations announced that agitations will go ahead as scheduled until the demand is met. The ATSUM statement further said that they have requested the Office of the Chief Minister to convene a special assembly session to table the HAC recommend Manipur Hill Areas Autonomous District Council Bill 2021 in the larger interests of the state. The ATSUM statement also said that as discussed between the Chief Minister and the ATSUM, the document to support the President of the Manipur Hill Areas Autonomous District Councils Act 1971 being repealed in the year 2000 is already submitted to the Chief Minister for reference and necessary action. Union Minister of Home Affairs Amit Shah laid the foundation stone through video conferencing for setting up of the Rani Gaidinliu Tribal Freedom Fighters Museum at Luangkhao Village, Tamenglong District in Manipur on Monday at a city convention centre, Imphal East. The project has been sanctioned by the Ministry of Tribal Affairs, Government of India, at an estimated cost of Rs 15 crore. The State Cabinet had decided to set up the museum at Luangkhao Village in Tamenglong District, which is the birthplace of renowned freedom fighter Rani Gaidinliu, and decided to name the museum as Rani Gaidinliu Tribal Freedom Fighters Museum, the press statement by the Ministry of Tribal Affairs said. The ministry is celebrating its Azadi Ka Amrit Mahotsav week beginning on 15 November, which was launched by Prime Minister Narendra Modi as Janjatiya Gaurav Divas, the press statement said.
आपसे हम सभी प्रेरणा लेते हैं, आने वाली पीढ़ियां भी प्रेरणा लेगी, क्योंकि आपको आप जन्म से रानी नहीं, ना रानी का खिताब आपको किसी ने दिया, मगर जिस तरह से आपने स्वतंत्रता संग्राम के अंदर हिस्सा लिया, आज पूरा देश आपको रानी मां कहकर सम्मानित करता है। जब सरकारें खिताब देती है तब तो कुछ साल में वो भुला दिए जाते हैं, मगर जनता जब खिताब देती है तो उसको युगों युगों तक लोग याद करते हैं। तो मैं फिर से एक बार रानी मां को याद कर उनको श्रद्धांजलि देता हूँ।
पहला अवसर है जब देश के प्रधानमंत्री ने इस बात का आह्वान करते हुए पूरे देश के वैसे शहीदों को, देश के लिए मरने वालों को, देश के लिए समर्पित होने वालों को सम्मान देने के कि इस आजादी के अमृत महोत्सव में हम सब जनजाति गौरव दिवस के रूप में 15 नवंबर को मनाएं और जनजाति गौरव दिवस के रूप में सप्ताह भर का आयोजन 15 नवंबर से लेकर 22 नवंबर तक।
श्री अमित शाह जी, आपने नोटिस में खास करके मणिपुर में आपने जो प्यार किया है, आपने जो किया है, ये मणिपुरी वासियों ने नहीं भूलेंगे सर। आपने मणिपुर की डिफिकल्ट टाइम में काम की प्रॉब्लम में इनोडाइन परमिट दे के मणिपुर का देशवासियों को, मणिपुर का सभी नागरिकों को आपने सेफ्टी का जो प्रोविजन दिया है और नरेंद्र मोदी ऑनरेबल प्राइम मिनिस्टर के नेतृत्व में वो मणिपुर का वासियों ने जिंदगी में नहीं भूलेगा।
National People's Party Supremo and Meghalaya Chief Minister Conrad Sangma has arrived in Imphal and has blown the poll bulge for the upcoming Manipur Legislative Assembly elections. Speaking at Shetrigao Assembly constituency, Conrad Sangma said that a national political party's vice president had insulted the pride of the people of the region by calling them beggars. Sangma said that the NPP has a vision for the region. To realize this vision for the Northeast region and take its agenda forward, he called for the support of the people. He said that the people of Manipur are looking for a regional alternative with a national voice and they want NPP to be the single largest party, adding that he is confident of the people's support for the NPP.
मैं चाहता हूं कि आप उसका जवाब आप देंगे और जवाब हम तब देंगे जब हम लोग नॉर्थ ईस्ट को एक साथ आगे बढ़ाएंगे। दोस्तों, मेरा ये एक विजन है, ये मेरी एक सोच है, ये मेरा एक ड्रीम, एक सपना है कि आगे आने वाले समय में पूरे देश में नॉर्थ ईस्ट सबसे इकोनॉमिकली प्रोग्रेसिव स्टेट्स और प्रोग्रेसिव रीजन होना चाहिए, ताकि बाकी देश के लोग देखे बोले कि वाह, नॉर्थ ईस्ट आज सबसे आगे है।
He attended functions in Imphal, one at Shetrigao constituency and other at Yai School constituency. The NPP has become a potent force in Manipur in the recent past. Even though the party has 4 MLAs in the State Legislative Assembly, it is expected to improve its performance in the upcoming elections. The Andhra Pradesh Legislative Assembly on Monday passed a bill to repeal the controversial AP Decentralisation and Inclusive Development of All Regions Act 2020 that was intended to establish 3 capitals for the state. Chief Minister Y.S. Jagan Mohan Reddy, however, told the Assembly his government would bring a comprehensive, complete and better decentralisation bill. The 2020 Act was being repealed to protect the larger interests of people. Without referring to the farmers of Amravati region who had been fighting the 3 capitals decision for more than 700 days now, Jagan said that the government would explain their genuine intention and the need for decentralization to all concerned and incorporate necessary changes in the new bill. The government had earlier hinted AP could have 3 capitals, executive capital in Visakhapatnam and the legislative capital in Amravati, while the judiciary capital in Kurnool. An all-party meet has been called on November 28 ahead of Parliament's winter session, informed sources. The winter session of Parliament is scheduled to commence from the 29th. Prime Minister Narendra Modi may also attend the meet, sources said. Following this, a meeting of the BJP Parliamentary Executive Committee and other one of NDA floor leaders in the afternoon will take place. Prime Minister Modi will attend both these meetings also, the report mentioned. It was further stated that the meeting of the Rajya Sabha leaders will take place around 5:30 p.m. at the residence of Rajya Sabha Chairperson and Vice President M. Venkaiah Naidu. The Lok Sabha floor leaders meeting will be conducted by the Speaker and is likely to take place on November 27th. COVID-19 inoculation for children is among several important points to be discussed at a meeting of the government's top advisory group on immunization in the next 2 weeks, sources have said. The National Technical Advisory Group on Immunization in India, or NTAGI, will also draw up a comprehensive plan for giving additional doses of COVID-19 vaccine to adults. People with direct knowledge of the matter said. Vaccination for children with comorbidities would likely start in January, asking not to be identified, said the source. By March, all other children are likely to become eligible for vaccination. The subject of additional doses for adults is significant as some nations have also called for solid protection against a highly contagious coronavirus with booster doses. Children are seen as priority group for vaccination now, with schools starting on-site classes in several states depending on the pandemic situation. After the devastating second wave that killed lakhs in India, concerns exist on whether children would be vulnerable next, since adults have already been vaccinated at least with 1 dose, if not both. The Aam Aadmi Party National Convener and Delhi Chief Minister Arvind Kejriwal on Monday announced that the government will deposit ₹1,000 into the bank accounts of every woman in Punjab if the party forms government in the state. Kejriwal said that women play a crucial role in ensuring sustainability in society. To empower women, the Aam Aadmi Party will provide financial assistance to them. The AAP leader is on a 2-day tour to Punjab, where elections are due to be held early next year. From Moga, Kejriwal will go to Ludhiana to take part in the meeting. On Tuesday, Kejriwal will attend the party's program and address a press conference in Amritsar.
दिल्ली में हमने ऐलान किया कि दिल्ली के नागरिकों को हम फ्री में अयोध्या जी के और रामलला जी के दर्शन कराएंगे। आज मैं ये ऐलान करने आया हूं कि आम आदमी पार्टी की सरकार बनेगी तो दिल्ली की तर्ज पे यहाँ पे भी तीर्थ यात्रा योजना चालू करेंगे और उत्तराखंड के सभी लोगों को अयोध्या जी के फ्री में दर्शन कराएंगे। अपने मुस्लिम भाई भी हैं, उनके लिए अजमेर शरीफ का प्रावधान रखेंगे और जो अपने सिख भाई हैं उनके लिए करतारपुर साहब का जो अभी शुरू हुआ है 2 दिन पहले, उसका प्रावधान रखेंगे।
The Naga Students Union of Mumbai celebrated its Golden Jubilee with the theme Adapt to Change on November 19 at the Green Technology Auditorium, Mumbai University campus, with the Speaker of Nagaland Legislative Assembly, Shah as the special guest.
The Student Union of Mumbai had a very good track record in building a relationship with the local politicians and police forces.
Addressing the gathering, Shah congratulated the NSUM on its celebrating 50 years of establishment. Encouraging the gathering to take a giant leap of faith for a better future, he encouraged them to adapt to change and to develop temperament, work culture and humility. Further, he spoke of his personal wish to see a Naga as managing director in the Bombay Stock Exchange someday. Also, he released the NSUM's Jubilee souvenir.
Elated and honored here today to be amongst each and every one of you in the celebration of the 50 years of the Naga Student Union, Mumbai.
And how I got to where I am, but these stories don't mean anything. Fresh sweatsuit and a mini coupe sitting on dubs, I'm just looking for somebody to talk to and show me some.
KL Chishi, the former Chief Minister of Nagaland and the first formal president of the NSUM, addressed the function virtually through a video. Alfred Kangna Martha, MLA 44 Ukhrul, AC Manipur, Sunil Zord, Managing Director at Conrad Group and Chairman of Indian Chamber of Commerce for Affirmative Action, Atul Kulkarni, Director of Eurasia Special Technologies and member of the Board of Governors of IIM Shillong, also attended the program. To mark the nationwide celebration of Azadi Ka Amrit Mahotsav and in recognition of the role of tribal people in sustainable forest management, the Kifre Forest Division under the ambit of the Nagaland Forest Management Project organized a one-day sales day on November 22 for self-help groups at the daily market of Kifre town to highlight their income-generating activities. A forest range officer of Kifre informed that altogether 3 self-help groups participated in the sales day and produced like vegetables, wild fruits and handicrafts were sold on that day. The official added that to mark the celebration, the division also conducted training for the Joint Forest Management Committee. JFMC Kifre was also selected and were given hands-on training in nursery techniques. As a follow-up action of the training, nursery materials such as agro net, polybags, watering cans and seeds were provided to the JCMC for establishment of a nursery in the village. Even as the centre has announced to repeal the 3 farm laws, the protesting farmers are in no mood to relent or call off their agitation. Digging in their heels, farmer unions have said that they will continue their agitation till the government resumes talks with them on their 6 demands. The Samyukta Kisan Morcha, the umbrella body of agitating farm unions, has said that farmers will go ahead with their protests and announce Sansad Chalo, which is a march to Parliament on November 29 to observe 1 year of anti-farm law protests. Earlier on Friday, Prime Minister Narendra Modi in his address to the nation announced that the 3 farm laws will be repealed, fulfilling a major demand of the agitating farmers. That's all for the news. I'm Esther. Keep watching Hornbill TV.